Good Thursday afternoon to you, friends. Yeah, Thursday. Got a day and a half to the weekend, thank God. I don't know about you guys, but our week hadn't been all that good. Started sucking on Monday and just kept on sucking. So thank God I got the rest this day and Friday before the weekend. Hope you're having a good one. Hope the weather's great. Man, we've been having like spotty off and off showers down here in southeast Texas. Get your car all cleaned up. And, weatherman says, 10% chance of rain, and it just dumps all over your clean car. Well, if there's a way we can get weathermen, hold them accountable, come back over and start cleaning our cars when their forecast jacks it all up. Wouldn't be a bad idea, would it? All right, so we are going to go over baseball, softball. We're going to go back to Sunday, do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, yesterday. Before we start, we got a little bit of news. So hit that subscribe button down there at the bottom so you don't miss anything. All right, so getting to the news. Oregon State Athletic Director Scott Barnes, evidently he had some kind of cardiac episode. Even went to ICU for a couple days, I think. Released on his way home. So thank goodness for that. Congratulations, Scott Barnes. You beat whatever cardiac issue you had and relax at home, man. Get better. Houston running back, Alton McCaskill, he entered the transfer portal. And Houston said they were shocked by it. I guess they thought he was going to stick around. He said, nope, I'm out of here. SEC is discussing possible punishment for field and court stormings. They've been having a lot of that the last couple of years. One of the things we're talking about, none of this has been approved yet. And there's some, besides this thing I'm fixing to mention, there's other things too. Possible loss of a home game. So let's say let's say Mississippi goes to Mississippi State. Let's say Mississippi State wins that game and the Mississippi State fans storm the field. Next time that they're supposed to play at Mississippi State, which would be, 2 years later? No, they're going to play at Ole Miss as punishment. They're going to miss out on the home game. I don't know how I feel about this. Sometimes it's cool to see after a big upset, fans on the field celebrating. But then you got stuff that happens like the Tennessee, was it Alabama? Yeah, I think the Alabama player punched a Tennessee fan and some other things have happened. But here's the thing. If they're going to do this, this whole loss of a home field advantage or home court advantage, probably need to, I don't know how you can do it, but let's say, okay, like the scenario we just said, Ole Miss goes to Mississippi State beats them, fans storm the field, and 2 years later, they don't play at Mississippi State, they play at Ole Miss again for a second time in a row. 2 years down the road, the fans are going to be going, oh man, I can't believe this game's at home, not at home. Probably not. I mean, every team, every school has away and home games every year. Some teams have more home games than other teams. I remember this was years ago, back in '96. Tennessee had 8 or 9 home games. I remember that because they were preseason ranked number 1, but they had 8 or 9 home games anyway. So it varies from team to team. Some got more, some got less. So I just don't know how much of an effect that's going to be when you're doing it down the line. Why not do it that season? I mean, why not, call up a school a month down the road and say, hey, by the way, that away game y'all are going to have, it's now home because the other team acted like fools. I don't know how you can do it. Actually, don't know how you stop it. You can't really arrest 1,000 people at once. I mean, I don't know. But hey, something serious is probably going to happen, but who knows? Okay, moving on. Oregon State quarterback Chance Nolan. He now transfers to TCU from Oregon State. And I forgot to write this down, but I got it right here. Oregon defensive lineman Trayvon May. He's committed to Baylor. 6'5", 290-pound guy. Leaving Oregon, going to Baylor. I mentioned that because I forgot to put it down here, but I remembered when I was talking about Oregon State just now. So, yeah, Oregon State quarterback Chance Nolan going to TCU, and Oregon defensive lineman Trayvon May going to Baylor. Okay. Deion Sanders says he had to shed some old furniture at Colorado. Maybe that's a term. I've never heard that term. I've heard of chop up or shred old furniture, but never shed, so I don't know. They got 16 returning scholarship players. I read there's an article on most of the major sports pages. They interviewed, I think it's The Athletic, that interviewed some of these outgoing Colorado players. Some of them said, I never even met Coach Sanders until the day he told me I wasn't going to be on the team anymore. And how long has he been there? And this is guys that have been there for a year or two. Another player said that he really didn't care about all of us that were still there. He was too busy welcoming and getting new players in. It's like the existing players, I guess, no matter how talented or how much talented they have, were just kind of brushed off to the side. So I don't know. And there's a lot more other comments from players that have been dismissed from Colorado. You can read all about them online. I don't know. See if how all that works out for Colorado here in the next couple of years. Notre Dame quarterback Tyler Buchner, he enters transfer portal. A couple of news from basketball. Toledo guard Roy J. Dennis, who was the MAC Player of the Year, he enters transfer portal. Kentucky C.J. Frederick and Damian Collins, transfer portal. NBA says so far 242 college players have declared for the NBA draft. So there you go. Some of them are one and done. Some of them are two and done. Some of them are three and done. All right, so let's go back to Sunday baseball. Number 25 UTSA beat Florida International 9-8. UTA Coach Pat Hollermarks, that is his 100th win. They ended up playing a doubleheader. Florida International, they won the second game 6-1. Number 17, Miami and Georgia Tech. They split a doubleheader. Number 20, Boston College beat number 18, North Carolina 6-2, not 62, 6-2. BC's Honeyman, solo home run. Stakely for the Tar Heels, 2-run single. Notre Dame and number 8, Virginia. They had a doubleheader. Notre Dame beat number 8 Virginia both games. Number 24 Southern Miss beat number 10 Coastal Carolina 15-7. Southern Miss's Ewing and Wilkes, 2-run home runs each. Coastal Carolina's Bourne, 2-run double and a 2-run single. Tennessee beat number 4 Vanderbilt 10-5. Tennessee 12 hits, 2 errors. Vanderbilt 10 hit, 1 error. Tennessee 3 doubles and 3 home runs. Vandy hit 1 double, 2 home runs. Tennessee also had 2 stolen bases in this game. Their pitchers pitched 7 strikeouts. Vandy pitched 5 strikeouts. I think, not for sure, don't quote me on this, just I'm thinking, I think Tennessee swept that series. I have to go back and look, but I think they may have swept it. Number 2, Wake Forest beat Pitt 17-1. Damn. Wake Forest's Lee, grand slam. Wilkin, 3-run home run. Hartle, 8 strikeouts in that game. Number 13, Kentucky beat Texas A&M 8-1. Kentucky, Gray had a solo home run and a 3-run triple. Pretty impressive. To me, a triple is just as impressive as a grand slam. I mean, very hard to do. Duke beat number 12, Louisville, 4-3. Mets had a solo home run for Duke. Stone had a 2-run single. Peyton had an RBI double for Louisville. Liggett struck out 7 Duke batters. Number 11, Campbell beat High Point 14-3. Campbell, 10 hits, 2 errors. High Point had 7 hits, 1 error. Wichita State beat number 7, East Carolina, 8-0. Wichita State's Tao, he had a 2-run double and an RBI single. Number 19, Arizona State beat number 21, Oregon State, 12-10. Arizona State's Keishel, 3-run home run. McLean had a 2-run double and an RBI double. Nice game for him. Oregon State's Bazona, grand slam. Carrera hit a 3-run home run. Number 1 LSU beat Ole Miss 7-6. Travinsky for LSU, 3-run home run. Peloso had a solo home run. Ole Miss's Udemark had a 2-run home run. Alderman had a solo home run. Quinn struck out 8 Tiger batters. Number 23, Oregon beat Cal 9-3. Thompson for Oregon, 2-run double. Nishida, solo home run. Lamavita for Cal, he had a solo home run. Number 9, Stanford beat Washington 8-6. Stanford's Morgan and Graham each hit 2-run home runs. Dixon struck out 9 Washington batters. Snyder for Washington hit a grand slam, and Ingman struck out 5 Stanford batters. USC beats their rival, number 22 UCLA 6-5. USC's Olmstead and Hedges solo home runs. Other notable baseball games from Sunday: Cincinnati beat Tulane 12-1. Central Florida beat South Florida 11-1. Houston beat Memphis 11-1. Fordham and Richmond split a doubleheader. George Washington and VCU split a doubleheader. St. Bonaventure beat George Mason 4-3 in 11 innings. Florida State beat Virginia Tech 4-3. Clemson beat NC State 8-5. Kennesaw State beat Queens of North Carolina 11-1. Lipscomb beat Bellarmine 11-3. West Virginia beat TCU by 10. Hussey for West Virginia, 3-run home run in there. But TCU, Fontenville had a grand slam in that one. UC Irving beat Kansas State 7-1. Purdue lost to Maryland in both games of a doubleheader. Michigan State beat Michigan 14-2. Penn State beat Ohio State 15-3. Monmouth beat Towson in both games of a doubleheader. 21-10 and then 7-6 in 10 innings. College of Charleston beat West Carolina by 9. Penn beat Yale 11-1. Columbia beat Dartmouth in both games of a doubleheader. Second game was actually 14-13. It took 12 innings to get there. Siena beat Iona 19-14. Ball State beat Northern Illinois by 10. Western Michigan beat Bowling Green by 8. Eastern Michigan beat Toledo 12-11. Bradley beat Illinois State by 16. Illinois Chicago beat Valparaiso 21-7. Indiana State beat Southern Illinois 10-0. New Mexico and Air Force, they split a doubleheader. UNLV beat Cal Baptist by 10. Little Rock beat SIU Edwardsville 13-11. Omaha beat Lindenwood 11-1. Tennessee Tech beat Tennessee Martin 11-0. Santa Clara beat Washington State 8-3. Army beat Navy, both games of a doubleheader. 3-2, 10-0. You know, Navy's pissed. Lehigh and Bucknell split a doubleheader. Auburn beat Mississippi State 12-11. Mercer beat VMI 22-15. Northwestern State beat Incarnate Word 10-0. Prairie View A&M beat Alcorn State 20-10. Basically a football game. Oral Roberts beat North Dakota State. In 13 innings it took them. South Dakota beat St. Thomas, both games of a doubleheader. App State beat Old Dominion by 10. Pacific beat Pepperdine 14-11. UT Arlington beat Stephen F. Austin 11-3. Grand Canyon beat Utah Tech 12-10. UNLV beat Cal Baptist by 10. Softball on Sunday. Liberty beat number 24 Central Arkansas 4-3. Crane, Woodward, McMahons, Madry for Liberty all hit RBI singles. Central Arkansas's Nelson, she hit an RBI double. Number 6 Clemson beat Pitt 11-2. Clemson's Moore hit a grand slam and an RBI single. Logolio, she hit a 3-run homer for Clemson. Pitt's Whaley hit a 2-run double. Number 16 Northwestern beat Michigan 3-0. Robinson for Northwestern hit a 2-run single in that one. Number 8 Duke beat Georgia Tech 6-2. Goal for Duke, 3-run home run. Vega hit a 2-run home run for Georgia Tech. Hunter, she hit a solo home run. Number 7 Georgia beat number 25 South Carolina 3-0. South Carolina only had 1 hit in that game. Number 20 Auburn beat number 13 Alabama 3-1. Number 22 Wichita State beat East Carolina 7-1. Wichita State's Bernard, 2 RBI doubles in that one. Number 23 Kentucky beat number 11 Arkansas 3-1. Kentucky's Ebbs hit a 2-run home run. Number 21 Texas A&M beat Ole Miss 13-8. Wiggins for A&M, grand slam, nice. Harper had an RBI single and an RBI triple. Ole Miss's Alley and Brady each hit 2-run home runs. Number 19 Oregon beat Arizona 7-4. Oregon's Carlson, 3-run home run. Nets for Arizona hit a solo home run and also struck out 6 batters. So she's doing it on both sides of the field. Number 14, LSU beat Mississippi State 8-0. LSU's Clark, 3-run home run. Kilponen struck out 8 batters for LSU. Number 12, Washington beat number 17, Utah, 5-3. Reynolds for Washington, solo home run. Nelson and White each had an RBI double for Utah. Number 2, UCLA beat Arizona State 4-1. UCLA's Brady, 2 RBI singles in that one. And Fermo, pitcher for UCLA, struck out 12 Sun Devil batters. Number 10, Stanford beat Cal 3-2. Stanford 2 runs were walked in for their 3 runs. Kennedy struck out 7 Cal batters. Cal Smith had an RBI double. Number 13, Tennessee beat number 18, Florida, 11-10. Tennessee's Pooney, 3-run home run. Malloy, solo home run and a 2-run double for the Volunteers. Wallace for Florida, solo home run and an RBI single. Florida led 9-4 in this game, hitting into the 6th. And then Tennessee scored 7 runs. Guess they kind of give it away. Notable softball games on Sunday. St. Bonaventure and George Washington split a doubleheader. Syracuse beat Lafayette 11-1. Southern Alabama beat Georgia Southern 11-0. North Carolina beat NC State, both games of a doubleheader. Jacksonville beat Queens of North Carolina, both games of a doubleheader. Queens of North Carolina, every time they pop up, seem to be losing, but hang in there, guys, girls. East Kentucky beat Jacksonville State 11-10. Kansas beat Texas Tech 1-0. Santa Clara beat Pacific 8-0. Villanova beat DePaul 9-1. Campbell beat Radford, both games of a doubleheader. Ohio State beat Purdue 9-0. Stony Brook beat Hampton 9-0. Louisiana Tech beat UTEP 13-2. Robert Morris and IUPUI split a doubleheader. Columbia beat Cornell 9-0. Kansas City beat Manhattan, both games of a doubleheader. Mount St. Mary's beat Marist, both games of a doubleheader. Siena beat Rider, both games of a doubleheader. St. Peter's beat Niagara, both games of a doubleheader. Miami of Ohio beat Akron 11-0. Morgan State beat South Carolina State, both games of a doubleheader. As did Coppin State. They beat North Carolina Central, both games. Duke beat Valparaiso 8-0. Boise State beat Utah State 11-3. Tennessee Martin beat Lindenwood, both games of a doubleheader. Southern Indiana beat Tennessee State, both games. UNC Greensboro beat Chattanooga by 8. Grambling and Arkansas Pine Bluff split a doubleheader. North Dakota State beat St. Thomas, both games. Both those games are shutout, too, for North Dakota State. South Dakota State beat North Dakota 8-0. Moving on to Monday. Only a couple games on Monday. Number 21, Oregon, this is baseball. Monday baseball. Number 21, Oregon State beat Grand Canyon 13-2. Oregon State's Casper, 3-run home run. McDowell had a 2-run home run. Grand Canyon led this game 1-0 until the 4th when the Beavers scored 6 runs. Indiana State beat Southern Illinois 7-2. South Dakota State beat St. Thomas 2-1. Monday softball. Number 13, Arkansas beat Western Kentucky 7-0. Kansas beat Texas Tech 3-0. Number 3, Tennessee beat number 21, Florida 10-6. Tennessee's West, 3-run home run. Bote, 2-run single. Wallace for Florida, 3-run home run. Eccles had a solo home run. Tennessee swept that series, won all 3 games. Bucknell beat Holy Cross 3-0. North Dakota State beat St. Thomas 6-2. St. Mary's and California Baptist split a doubleheader. Moving to Tuesday baseball. Number 20, Duke beat number 9, Campbell 4-2. Number 4, Florida beat North Florida 6-2. Number 16, Miami beat FAU 12-9. Number 13, Virginia beat Liberty 7-4. NC State beat number 12, East Carolina 5-4. Number 2, Wake Forest beat number 6, Coastal Carolina 11-1. Wake Forest's Kurtz had a grand slam in that game. Number 10, UConn beat Rhode Island 9-0. UConn Studley and Broadhurst each hit 2-run doubles. Number 24, Tennessee beat Bellarmine 19-1. Miller for Tennessee hit 2 3-run home runs in that one. Number 18, West Virginia beat Penn State 14-2. Weatherholt for West Virginia, grand slam in that game. TCU beat number 19, Dallas Baptist 8-5. Number 21, Louisville beat number 15, Kentucky 7-0. Number 25, UTSA beat Houston Christian 9-8. Abilene Christian beat number 14, Texas Tech 6-0. I believe that game was in Lubbock too. Missouri State beat number 7, Arkansas 8-4. Missouri State Soki, 2-run home run in that game. Nichols beats number 1 LSU 6-5. I believe that game was in Baton Rouge. Nichols Washington hit a 2-run single on that one. Number 17 Arizona State beat Cal State Fullerton 9-1. Remember when Cal State Fullerton was on top of the baseball world? I don't know what's happened the last several years. Number 23 Oregon beat Gonzaga 11-4. Number 8 Stanford beat Cal 6-5. Number 11 Boston College in Rhode Island was canceled for some reason, maybe weather. Going back to Cal State Fullerton, some of you young people may not remember this, but when your team was lined up to play Cal State Fullerton in regionals, super regionals, or World Series, you were scared. Yeah, you were. You were scared. You thought that was going to be it for your team that year, and most of the time, it was. Tuesday softball, number 22 Texas A&M beat Prairie View A&M 12-0. Just went right down the road. College Station and Prairie View are not far from each other. Texas A&M's Enright hit 2-run doubles. Number 22 UCLA beat Cal State Northridge 7-2. Number 18 Utah beat Utah Valley 9-0. Utah's Jimenez solo home run. Dayton hit an RBI triple for the Utes. Number 1 Oklahoma versus number 20 Wichita State. Canceled for some reason. I'm guessing weather, because this whole area of the country, the central part, had some very bad storms over the last several days. All right, so going to last night baseball. In 11 innings, Cal State Fullerton beat number 17 Arizona State 11-8. Fullerton Wallace 2-run home run. Connor had a solo home run and an RBI single. Tobias for Arizona State, grand slam and an RBI double. Hell of a game. Too bad nobody else on that team could have done something if they lost by 3. Number 11, Boston College beat UMass Lowell 9-3. Number 13, Virginia beat Towson 13-4. Let's see what else. Number 13, Virginia. Oh, yeah, we already did that one. Number 20, Duke beat High Point 11-3. Elion beat number 9, Campbell 6-5. Elion's Holloman, 2-run home run in that game. Number 23, Oregon beat Gonzaga 10-5. Number 2, Wake Forest and App State. And number 10, UConn Brown, canceled. Not sure why, weather maybe. And wasn't much in softball yesterday. Tonight, baseball. Number 16, Miami versus number 21, Louisville. Might be pretty damn good. As number 7, Arkansas versus Texas A&M. So you got 2 possibly good baseball games tonight. Softball. Tonight, number 17, Oregon is playing Pacific. That's it. We're going to be back on more than likely Sunday. Go over tonight's games. Friday, Sunday, or Friday, Saturday. We're getting to the end of April here. Things are getting crunch time. Softball and baseball. It's crazy this time of year, like I've said before, not seeing Mississippi State up there in the top of the baseball rankings. Or Cal State Fullerton that we just talked about. It's crazy not seeing them there. Softball, man. Alabama, Florida, Washington, some others. It's crazy not seeing them up in that, battling it out in that top 5. Really, the only one that's up there that we expect to see is Oklahoma, ranked number 1. So, crazy. College sports are crazy right now. I mean, the girls that usually do good don't. And for some reason, who knows? But yeah, we're getting there. We're going to be having regionals and super regionals pretty soon. So stay tuned for it. Anyway, keep busy, work hard. The weekend will get here fast. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe and have fun. And we'll see you back next time.